to the Late Night Cafe. We're back again for, I don't know, what time is this? Number...
This is time number 7.
7?
Yeah.
Is it really? Oh, number of completion. Okay.
Amen to that.
All right.
You know your biblical numbers.
We're real Christians.
I'm Ashley, as we know. Nothing new. I mean, I graduated, so that's new. But
Yeah.
And this
Congrats.
is...
I'm Jeremiah. At some places they like to call me Jay, but that name's been stolen as well, so you can call me JT.
Chase Alexander Chambers is my full name, if you're wondering. That's who I am. I'm a guy, and I love Jesus.
No, you're a
You're a
man.
guy?
You're a man of God.
Man, guy, boy, man.
Man. Well,
Yeah.
I know we just introduced ourselves, but we have a very, very special guest with us who we want to get to know. We want you guys to get to know. So give it up. Drum roll, please. Welcome, Jessica Seaman.
Oh, man. Jessica Seaman is about the same age as the Bayside building.
Yeah!
Yes.
She has been here as long as the Bayside building, I should say.
The Bayside College Portables?
Yes, the Bayside College Portables.
That's right.
Yes. But yes, so we're here to get to know her, and if you don't know her, I mean, you're in for a treat because she's the staff member of the year every year.
That's
In
not
my-
like
in my heart. But yeah, so why don't you tell us how you ended up at Bayside?
How I ended
Bayside
up
College,
at
really.
Bayside College.
Start with Bayside and
yeah.
then see how you went to the college.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Boom.
Yes.
So
let's
that's
hear
good.
it.
So, a little bit about me. I actually originally am from New York. So, was born and raised in New York until I was 17 years old, and then we moved down to Florida. So, growing up, I never was super involved in church. Just growing up in New York, it's not really a thing that you do, you know.
Right.
And so, moving down to Florida was the first time that I'd ever been a part of a church. So, Bayside was the very first church that I'd ever been to down here in Florida.
That's
So.
cool.
I was just going to Lakewood Ranch High School, and someone asked me if I wanted to go to their youth group, and I thought, what's a youth group? And then he asked me for my number, and I was like, no. And then, then I gave it to him, and he texted me, and I went to Epic at the time. It was the high school ministry, and something happened inside of me. I just loved it,
That's awesome.
and it was something different that I'd never felt before. So my entire senior year, I was going to Epic, the high school ministry, and they had just started this school. It was called 24/7 back then, but it's the same thing that Bayside College is today. It's just a ministry school here at the church, and I just saw them. They were serving every single weekend. They were always volunteering at the high school ministry. They were pouring into us, and I thought, wow, look at what they're doing. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because my whole dream after I graduated high school was to move back to New York and just go to, NYU, work in business, do something like that. And my heart started being pulled more towards ministry, and I didn't know what that meant because I didn't know what ministry was. And so I just convinced my parents to do 1 year of this ministry school, and the rest is history. I completely fell in love with God that first year of my schooling and knew that I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. And I was always so shy to talk about what I wanted to do because I was a little insecure, like, oh, I couldn't be the women's director. I couldn't do this. And so after I graduated and I started, stepping into this role, it was just a dream come true. So that was a little bit about how I ended up here and, why I just continued following that passion. So
I sounds like there was a God-given purpose on why you never met Carl Lentz when you were in New York. And you chose to come down here.
Because I would have stayed.
Because you would have stayed.
I would have never came.
I met Carl Lentz actually in a Starbucks line, and I didn't know it was
What?
him. I also played basketball with NF, and I didn't know it was him until later. So that's.
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
That's actually
NF's
cool.
for real.
It's a great story.
But no, that is a beautiful story. I think that's inspiring. I think that's kind of typically how God typically works. I think He just shows up, and next thing you know, He plants our feet in something that we would never aspire to be, and then He just gets to use us.
Yeah.
My question would be, after how many years have you been the women's director?
I think this is going on 6 years of being the women's director. I was hired as an assistant, and then after a couple of years of being here, I transitioned into the role of women's director.
That's
So
awesome.
how long overall at Bayside College?
I started the college in 2009.
God.
Was a student for 3 years, and then in 2013 came on staff and have been here ever since. So it's
Wow.
been
That's so cool.
11, 12
Love,
years
yeah,
now.
dang.
Yeah,
Longest
So-
Bayside College staff member
Yeah.
on board right here, guys. Legend.
She's a B legend.
Gotta
She's a
love
beast.
it. Gotta love it.
So, well, let's start off a little lighter. Tell us some of the craziest moments, like most dangerous moments throughout those college years that you just can't forget.
And they don't have to be dangerous.
But they should be. But they don't have to be.
Dangerous.
But stuff that you reflect on, you're like, oh, that was so like exciting. And
Almost fell off a
Cool
cliff,
stories.
you know.
I mean,
Uh.
some close calls. I mean, maybe I don't want to share those close calls, but we do some pretty exciting stuff here. But I mean, some of like the most like exciting moments was always on mission trips. I mean, like all the places that we've been. I mean, Juarez, Mexico was kind of dangerous actually. But serving a refugee camp in Greece, some of those moments where you're just feeling like, wow, like I'm really out here doing this.
Yeah.
And I mean, moments like that, like you'll never forget. So
Right.
What was your favorite mission trip that you went on?
Yeah.
probably Greece.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
serving
awesome.
at the
That's cool.
serving at the refugee camp was pretty spectacular. I mean, we were literally at a refugee camp where people were coming across and they were staying at this camp, and we were just serving them food and clothing every single day. And obviously, you know, we couldn't hold like Bible studies, but we were still, you know, teaching about Jesus and talking to some people and praying with people, kind of undercover in a sense. And just to
That's amazing.
follow back with
That's
some of
cool.
them now today to see their stories, like to see after, you know, the refugee camp where they're at now, and some of the testimonies from that was pretty cool. So.
Wow.
And Greece is just a beautiful country.
Wow.
So.
Huh.
So cool.
That's
What's the water like there? Is it like cold, nice?
It's beautiful. I mean, like
Clear.
clear, like
Yeah.
just blue.
Really?
Fantastic.
Really?
So you've been here at Bayside College for 10 years.
Yeah.
You've seen program changes, staff changes,
Yeah.
college name changes.
Yep.
Overall, through all of that, what is the biggest lesson you've learned?
Whew.
Ooh.
Well, not that you can prepare for change because I think it's inevitable, but to always have your heart ready for anything.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I have learned is just to be surrendered. And I say that in like the most, like it's not easy to live surrendered, but when you do, you can walk with God easily.
Yeah.
And so through every staff change, through every program change, through everything, I think we have a tendency to hold on to things so tightly because, you know, we take pride in what we do and we love what we do.
Yeah.
But when you do that and something happens or something changes, it kind of becomes difficult. But when you can surrender it and say, okay, God, this has been yours all along, no matter what it looks like, I'm just here to serve you, it makes walking through any season of life okay because you know this isn't about me anyway. I'm just a part of this picture and I get to do this.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I've had moments where it's been hard and difficult, but the more that I can surrender my heart, the easier it is for me to be like, okay, God, this is the plan that you have, and I'm just a part of it, and I get to be here. I'm so blessed to do this.
Wow.
So
good.
living surrendered has been like the greatest lesson that I've had to like force myself to learn because you can't not. So it's been humbling. I haven't always gotten it right. I've made mistakes, as we all have, and I've learned from them. I think the greatest thing that you can learn from is the mistakes that you make, whether it be in conversations that you have with people or the way that you respond to different things that are happening. But when you learn from that, I think that there's no mistake that you can't learn from. So living surrender.
Wow.
So
Straight, like,
yeah,
wisdom.
It's good.
So with that being said, you seeing a whole bunch of change and obviously having a little bit of change happening for this upcoming year, what are you most excited for this upcoming school year?
I'm excited for the students. With the changes that we're making, I know that this is going to be foundational for the years to come.
Definitely.
I just have this feeling about this year that it's going to be so special, and we are going to see students like transform into leaders this year.
Cool.
And we saw like a little bit of that last year, but like I think it's going to be like double this year. Like
sure.
we're really going to see like students' hearts like bursting for God, like expanding their purpose, like all these things, and like having so much fun along the way. Like we can be super intentional and have some really, you know, awesome disciplines, but we can also have fun doing it too. And I think this year we're really going to see kind of a really like a change in a good direction.
Dang.
So
Wow.
I'm
So
excited
cool.
for the student body.
Awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I just got excited all over again.
I know. Come
So
be a part.
Jessica, come be a part. Jessica is also like the best female sports player we've got at this school.
Yes.
So
That's true.
if you come to sports and you try to block her, it's not going to happen. I've tried for years now, and I can never block her. So Frisbee football, you're gonna fail if you try blocking there. If you can, I'd be really impressed. But yeah, what's your favorite sport we play here?
I love Frisbee.
Yes.
Ultimate Frisbee is
Ultimate
so fun.
Frisbee
So
here
fun.
is a blast.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
I mean, we could play that every week and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's also a Yankees fan.
I am a Yankees
Yes.
fan. A lot of haters out there for my Yankees.
Oh,
However,
don't boo us,
I am
Logan.
a die-hard Yankees fan.
Yes.
So grew up with them, so I have that's my excuse, But
Cool.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, so I have a good friend coming out here next year,
Yeah.
and
This year, not next year. This year.
yeah, but this upcoming year,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or I have a friend
Yeah,
coming out this
yeah.
year, you know what I'm saying? But like he comes out here. What would be like one thing before he gets out here that I could just tell him, and as well as all the people watching that maybe haven't been a part of Bayside College.
Yeah.
What is like one thing or one lesson or one thing that they can look forward to that you would love to share with them?
I mean, just jumping in and becoming part of the family.
Yeah.
I think that the dynamic that we have here is so unique in that we're small enough to be a family, and so don't sit on the sidelines when we're doing things and we're participating in things, and you're gonna make the most of it when you jump all in, and the relationships that you build, like it's a family that lasts forever. And so that's the one thing that if anyone is nervous about coming to this school, I think when you get here, jump in, and it's inevitable you find family.
Yeah.
And then you get to be lifelong friends with these people. So don't have any hesitations
absolutely.
if you're afraid. That's why we're all here, to make you feel at home. And so you just see it time and time again. We just become family here.
So true. So
That
true.
is true.
Awesome.
So, well, with all that,
Yeah.
thank you. Let's talk about some events that we have coming up,
Yes.
some student life
Yep.
stuff. Our next thing is July 16th, Siesta
Ooh.
Key Beach.
Let's go.
We're
I'm
having a
stoked.
beach hangout.
Wait. Okay. This I'm throwing out there right now, okay? But listen, it doesn't have to happen, but it can happen. Since we're all young adults, we can get a little rough, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. Watermelon, Vaseline. Watermelon. You cover the watermelon in Vaseline. You throw it out in the ocean, and all the guys have to run out and get it, but it's like so difficult.
Does it make it float?
Oh yeah, because it's like the watermelon does
dude,
float.
I'm
but you
actually
cover,
down for that.
You cover it in Vaseline,
But it's
and
so
then
slippery.
and you grab it, and it's like slipping and popping up.
Oh,
And you have to
dude,
like
I'm down.
wrestle it back to
That's
shore.
actually really
That would
And
actually be
if
fun.
you win, you
Yeah.
get like a free shirt or something.
get a
I'm
free
just saying,
watermelon.
it is the most intense, epic game ever.
That'd be
I feel
lit.
like if they're doing it, I'm just bringing my own 2 watermelons. We'd be like, yo, I'm hungry. We'd be like, no way, you gotta bring it back. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
That's fun.
I just wanted to say that.
Would be lit.
yeah.
If you want to do that, like, subscribe, and comment on the
In the
YouTube channel
chat box.
and in the chat box, and
Yeah.
let us know if it sounds like a thing. It's called Vasa Watermelon.
Well,
That's
there's
actually
that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
If that actually happens, that'd be really
It
entertaining.
was so fun.
Yeah.
I've done it
Yeah.
once, and I loved it.
If you say so.
And you all fight for it at the same time.
Yeah, you all wrestle, and it's like intense. It's intense.
Did
Like, you guys would love to be spectators. If you guys join, it'll be painful, but I mean, it's great.
So do you get like Vaseline all over you?
No,
or, like...
well, I mean, it's
You're in the
slippery, but I
water,
mean, you're in the
so-
water.
Okay,
It's not bad.
cool.
It's not bad.
Anyways, so
Okay.
next event would be
After that, we have a summer chapel. So we'll,
July 28th.
Oh.
July 28th, we'll
July
be
28th.
here in the youth auditorium. So that's just going to be, as Tucker likes to say, popping off.
Popping
Does
off.
he still say that?
Oh, July 28th.
He does.
July 28th, small th.
Yep.
July 28th.
July 28th,
July
summer
16th.
chapel. And our last event for the summer will be karaoke night.
Yes.
August
So-
August 11th.
Yeah, so come on, promote that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Just like that.
Well, but it's karaoke. Oh no, karaoke. you
Trivia,
have to sing.
trivia, and
Kara-
karaoke.
Trivia and
So it's
karaoke.
not. It's not lip. It's not.
No, it's karaoke.
Yes, you have to
You're
actually
singing.
sing.
Really?
So
So
we all expect you and Gabby to go up
That's
there together,
Gabs.
and
Gabs,
you have
got
to
it.
match her
Yes.
her
yes.
her pitch.
I'll try to harmonize. We'll
Harmonize.
practice tonight. We'll practice
Okay.
tonight.
But if singing isn't your thing and you got the brains, trivia will
Trivia.
also be part
Oh,
of that
yeah.
night.
Trivia.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. So we also had the collective this past Sunday. It was super amazing.
Amazing.
With COVID going on and everything, we still had a good turnout.
Yeah,
So-
and with it being 4th of July weekend,
Yep.
we had a little celebration.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Matier spoke. He did a great job. And we also had a laser tag.
That
event.
Oh,
was
yeah.
the laser tag. That was like the coolest thing
That
in
was
the world.
so
Like
fun.
going into it on my eye, it's gonna be alright. Dude, those guns were like amazing.
Epic.
Like
Shit.
wherever that green dot was, like it was going right there, and
Right.
it was going across the
Yeah.
foyer. That was fun.
It was
Yeah.
super. I loaded mine up with paintballs, but they told me I couldn't use it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. It was so
Shit.
hot though. I mean, like I was getting into it. I thought I was gonna be like, ah, but I was like, no. I shot you. I
Yeah.
killed him a couple times.
That feeling
let her.
of satisfaction
I'm
when
a
you
gentleman.
kill someone and it said whatever
Yes.
it said.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
Yes.
yes, like I'm
Player
so
eliminated.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
eliminated.
it,
Yeah.
Trent was like a little kid all over
Yep.
again. You guys met him last time we did this, but he was like literally a 3-year-old. He was so excited.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
so
I mean,
fun.
every team turned into like some epic like Green Beret team. Like they were all like speaking in like military terms. They're like
I got
behind the
left, I got
bunkers.
left, I got
Yes.
left.
You know,
There he is in the wall.
grenade. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah, that was awesome. And there was also a dance party and free coffee.
Dance party, free coffee.
Dude, the free
The free
coffee was
coffee
so
was
good.
amazing. The ping pong tournament too. I did pretty good. I mean, I'm not the
Oh,
best,
really? Was it?
but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's awesome.
something came over me.
Oh,
I call
yeah.
it the spirit. You know, I don't know. But that was fun too.
Yeah, we walked in the youth audit and everybody was doing like the same line dance. And we were like, what happened to our college? Like everybody knew the dance. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
It was so weird, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
Yeah. Lots of exciting things. Lots
Yeah.
of exciting.
what else is there's
Yeah, so I'll talk about the renovations going on around
Yes.
here.
Oh,
So if you've been to our offices, you know that we operate out of this portable. So over the summer, we are revamping it, and so we are going to make this thing look just brand new. I can see it now. The
Wow.
walls are gonna be painted, and you know that popcorn ceiling? Well, it's coming down.
Dude, popcorn.
it's
And-
coming down.
And the carpets are gonna be completely redone.
Mhm.
So this place is going to look like brand new. So when you come in the fall, I promise you that when you walk up those steps and into this portable, you're not even gonna know where you are.
Oh, come
And
on,
so
man.
I challenge you to come check it out for yourself. It's gonna be good.
What
So
about
but on a
the
real
air,
note,
What about the air vents?
yes, the air vents are gonna be completely replaced and
Yup.
cleaned out, so the air is gonna be fresher than ever.
Goodbye, COVID.
And goodbye COVID. So I'm ready to see what Portable 2.0 looks like.
me too. I really want to know.
Because
Come on,
we
somebody.
have new vision, new name, and why not new portable?
Yeah,
so
come on.
Yeah.
stay tuned for all of the construction going on around here
Oh
in the
my
weeks to
gosh,
come.
yeah.
So
We also changed our name from
Just gonna say
SU
that.
Bayside to Bayside College,
Right.
and with that, we got like a whole new brand logo.
oh yeah,
So you're gonna start seeing that places. It's actually really cool. The symbol is like
sharp.
it's like a shield.
Yeah.
I feel like we're really classy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're like from England or
Collegiate
something.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it really is cool. It's supposed to be like the shield of faith, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, it looks legit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, renovation initiation. It's
Yeah.
exciting
Mhm.
times. But you know, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your input and all that. I mean, you shared a lot of wisdom. You shared
Yeah.
exciting things, and I think you definitely spoke to whoever's on the other side. But it is kind of a chilly night up here in New York, and
Yeah,
I'm getting cold. I feel like I need to get warm up. I need to sit by my house, my little firewood, and some coffee.
Go practice for some karaoke.
But with that said, I think it's time we close off, guys.
yes.
Yeah.
Last thing, make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay. YouTube
YouTube,
and Facebook.
Facebook.
And Facebook.
All those things.
I call
Find
it Facebook.
us. We right now it still says SU Bayside, but literally like very soon it's gonna say Bayside
Right.
College. So,
Renovation
Um,
initiation.
but that's where you're gonna see all our events, everything posted right there. So stay up to date with us. Don't be behind. Don't be the people who don't know what's going on.
You
Yes.
don't want to miss
Be
it.
up to
Yeah.
date.
Be up to date.
Okay,
Yep.
so
I'll bring my glass of watermelon.
Yeah.
sounds good, man. I will play with
Yes.
JT and hope to see you guys there.
July 16th.
July
We love you all.
Buenos
Good night.
noches.
Buenos
Buenos
días.
días.
Buenas noches.